Yo, what's up guys? It's the Elephant, and it is time to join the GT Series Qualifier 1. So, this is the first of the GT Series where you can win a GT Series token, and this is the hand that I'm using for the requirements, which are 5 GE, ER, or American Frontier cars, and they have to be from 1950 to 1999, and also no prize cars. So this is the hand that I've created. Basically fills up most of the prize, the RQ limit, plus this is my options basically, so it's basically the best of my options because there aren't any medium and there is no rain. Otherwise, I'd be using one of those. And I probably would replace the NSX with the 300M concept if there was a drag every time. Or if it was like a bunch of fast stuff. But since it isn't all fast stuff, my 332 Chrysler 300M concept is not going to be that great. So that's why I'm using the NSX. It only really seems to be the weak point of my hand. Everything else is pretty strong. So let's see what we can do. I'm hoping for... I know I can definitely get a ceramic pack with this hand, but maybe rank 50, rank tier 3, tier 2, or tier 1 would be very nice, but I'm pretty sure this hand, even though it is really good, I doubt it'll be that good. So let's see though, maybe we can do something. So let's start with this first off, because this looks really simple. So what I'm most likely going to be using is You'll Be for the fastest stuff. Then You'll Be also for some of the fast. You'll Be for all the twisty, because you have like no MRA, and I wonder if you can win that. Like, I do know I can win that. That I will lose, so... I mean, we could just test stuff. But I also, like, don't want to end up losing something. So let's do this. Let's do this, because I do want to know if the Guaira can beat the D8 Cosworth on a slalom test. Because it will be interesting to know, and it will be helpful to know. Okay, the Guaira does beat the D8 Cosworth on a slalom test, so that would be very useful to know. This should win here because the D8 Cosworth does have MRA, which is why I'm leaning more towards using the D8 Cosworth on the mixture of fast and twisty. Airplane hangers, I gotta remember what this track set's like. Just seems like a bit of twisty with a bit of speed in between of just more 0 to 60 time. So 306 Maxi will be pretty useful for that track set. Acura NSX, I'll just throw anywhere to lose, which right now is right here on a G-Force test because none of my really cars are just going to be G-Force test based. But service roads, so this seems to be a bit more MRA based, just because we are getting up to a bit more speeds, but it also just seems to be pretty twisty too. But it does have a bit more speed to it, so that's probably why I'll use my Oxia here, because we are reaching a bit more over 60 miles per hour. But still, there's not really a track set where my Oxia will shine a ton. So there's the first race done. Second race now. Now this is where my Oxia will shine, is on the 1 mile drag right there. This will be very easy. So I'm thinking, oops, we're not doing that. We'll do this, and then MONACO hairpin. We'll probably do you, and we'll put you on the G-Force test for this. So this will probably be good. Guaira, I might switch on to MONACO G-Force test sometime, because that might be good too. But I think it should be fine on here for Twisty Road. Yeah. So it'll be more of a just more Twisty Road based because it has no MRA. Now right here, I wonder if the NSX does actually win. It does, that's nice. So NSX is basically just my RQ saver because I don't have anything else to use. Charger 3 would be nice, but it also doesn't work for some track sets, so I don't really mind not having it, even though I would really like to have it in my garage. Peugeot Oxia, it's the best car you can possibly use in this event, so I'm really happy to own it, and it'll be very helpful for any of the drag-based track sets. And the 306 Maxi wins here too. Or any of the track sets where you need fast types of cars. Okay, here, this doesn't look too bad either. Those cars do have really good MRA, but that's also 3 drags as well. So we can win that. We can win that. But no, because my 3796 doesn't win that. Okay, let's go for this though. This is pretty easy. I probably could win that other race, but I don't want to risk it. So we'll do this, runway loop. No, we'll put you on Twisty Road and we'll put you on runway loop. So 306 Maxi I'll probably also use for some more fast stuff because it does seem to be decent, but it also did lose here, so maybe I will try not to use it for some of the fast stuff. NSX probably would have been better to place there, but oh well. NSX does win here though, which is good. It's pretty interesting track sets for like the choices of cars you can use as well. for most of them being light slalom type cars with not too great of top speeds and stuff. But this should hopefully be a win. Yeah, it is. Okay. So really happy that I have the Guaira. I'm surprised I haven't maxed it out until now, but I also haven't had any opportunities to need it. And yeah, Oxy is just gonna destroy on any tracks that it's put on. That has to do with a drag. So 3-0 right now. We're in 25th. And there's only 150 people, so not too many. But maybe we can hop into the top 10. We'll have to see. Okay, now see, they have 2 TVR Tuscan race cars. We can most likely win that, though. And that's a 3-2-3. Probably better to use that there, though. Let's try it. Let's see if we can do this. Because we can win that, we can win that, we can win that, and we'll lose that. We'll lose the twisty circuit, but that's okay. Because this should most likely be a win, because you don't really need MRA for Monaco narrow streets. It's just all about having a decent amount of handling, which we do. So Guaira wins here. This is definitely a loss, not most likely. Yeah, only 63 though, which isn't too bad for it being the TVR Tuscan race car. And then this should be a win. 306 Maxi. Yep, okay, good. So the 306 Maxi does beat the Guaira, which will be very helpful to know. And then I did also want to race this guy just so I could see if the D8 Cosworth wins. Okay, we tie with the D8, and that's also a 2-3, which is the better spec, so we tie there. But then this should be a win because the Oxia has like 100 MRA. Plus great top speed. So there we go. So that's good to know too. We learned something else now, which will be helpful when racing future opponents. Okay, now this guy I can probably beat as well. Win that. Then we win that. Then I'll have to probably use my donkey there. Or let's see what other people have. Now that is pretty nice, and almost maxed out Oxia. Plus a nearly maxed out 306 Maxi. So probably don't... Wow. Probably don't have a shot at the carbon fiber pack. Because it seems like, yeah, all because this car was used in the Shadows event. Just people are going to have tons of that M4S. And I do not. But I wonder if I can beat this guy. I know I can beat that because I win there, and I win the runway loop. And I win that because I'm 2-3. So let's just play it smart and race this guy. Because we win here because we're 2-3. We win there. Then we win that and we'll lose that. But this should be a pretty nice win because the Guaira has no MRA. Or I think it's Guaira, I don't really know though. Just what it sort of looks like it would be pronounced like. Okay, and then we win the runway loop with the 306 Maxi. Now if I had all these cars maxed out, like if I had the 306 Maxi maxed out, and then if I had like a chassis fuse in my Oxia, I'd probably be good. But I do not, and I don't have my 306 Maxi maxed out, so... But I don't know, maybe I can try and compete for a carbon fiber, but I doubt I'll be able to. Yep, we do win here because mine is 2-3. And then we win here on the runway drag. And even some bonus points. Okay, so we're in carbon fiber tier right now, but it's also just started. I'm 5-0. All these people with the M4S probably have also taken a couple of losses too. And so, bracket's not full, but I'll probably be able to get tier 3, which will be nice. Because that ceramic pack will be helpful, because I really need that Phaeton. The Volkswagen Phaeton for my hand. Because I did get another car. I actually got a couple of good cars for what the requirements are going to be, which is 2010, 2014 German. So let me get that German there. So I did pull a 640i X-Drive, which will be very useful because I was lacking. One of my areas that I'm lacking in is the ultra rare category because I don't really have anything in the middle there or good performance tire cars. I do have the OPC Extreme, which will be very helpful, and pulling the 640i X-Drive, which does look to be one of the more higher tier ultra rares to have, with like having the S63, 640i S-Drive, the Cayman, and the 650i convertible are more of the top tier ultra rares to have, and then the OPC Extreme, which I have. So now really what I'm looking out for is the Volkswagen Phaeton, the BMW Z4, and then any of the higher tier cars, just because it helps me give it more chance to do good in the stuff and not have to open up carbon fibers, or have to like use more resources to max out higher tier epics and stuff. So the more of these like ultra rares and stuff I pull, and the more, if pulling the Phaeton or the Z4 S-Drive, those two will be very useful at saving RQ, so then I can use my more higher tier stuff like my legendaries and my 2 epics. But it all just sort of depends on that. Plus I did pull the Mini Cooper SD, which will be a good car because it's one of the few actual low RQ performance tire cars, which gives it an advantage as also being an RQ saver. But yeah, so that's basically it for this video. Hopefully I can get that ceramic pack and either get the Phaeton or an ultra rare or above, because that's really what I'm hoping for, because I know they'll probably need, the Phaeton will be a car that'll be very useful and very needed, because most of the lower tier stuff and a lot of the higher tier stuff is standard tires, so there probably will be a lot of rain. And I am set for rain like higher tier wise with the R8, the TTRS, and the 640i now, plus then also having a lot of lower tier stuff too, which will be helpful. But I know that Phaeton is going to be really useful, so hopefully I can pull that from the ceramic pack, and if not, then an ultra rare or above would be really nice as well. So that's basically it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this type of content, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all that cool stuff. I'm Yellowfin. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.